When news matters, it matters where you get your news. It's Rise Guys Headlines.
Good morning, everyone. This country singer's daughter now faces prostitution charges for holding a sign that said, "Ride for a ride."
You can watch this as well as listen to it. You find us at facebook.com/RiseGuys, at the Rise Guys on Twitter or X, Instagram, YouTube.
I'll hold up the sign.
And now she's upset. Why is she upset? Because the daughter thinks her mom blocked her number after getting slapped with these charges. And she thinks that she's out there doing crazy stuff. So, if you want to guess who it is,
Is it Dottie West Jr.?
no.
As a throwback.
That's funny.
Give us a hint. There's so many. Is it a female or male?
It's a female. Her mother passed away.
Judd?
Nailed it.
But which one? Ashley or Winona?
I think it'd have to be Winona because I don't think Ashley is the country singer thing at all.
True. That's a good point.
So,
I will also go Winona.
Good answer. Winona, her daughter got into more trouble over the weekend. She was arrested, and now she's facing additional charges for prostitution. And a couple weeks ago, 27-year-old Grace Kelly, that's her name, got busted in Alabama for indecent exposure. And authorities say she was flashing people at an intersection. And now they say she was also holding up a sign that said, "Ride."
Why'd you call her that?
Ride for a ride. So they say she didn't deny what the sign meant. She argued it was perfectly legal to offer sex in exchange for a lift.
Well, wings and stores such as that at Myrtle Beach always had the mustache 5 cents. Mustache rides 5 cents.
Right.
Yeah.
We'd always joke like, man, with inflation, then mustache ride's still a nickel. And now no one's actually trying to do that. Plus, maybe she went like on her back or something.
That's true.
And as this past weekend, she's still locked up on a $2,000 bail. And she talked to the New York Post from jail and claimed that her mom won't answer her calls.
She looks just like her.
Oh, I was going to, how old is the girl?
27.
Okay. And her name again?
Grace Kelly, like the actress.
I'm trying to figure out what a tattoo over her eyebrow says. I can't tell.
Oh,
I couldn't
no.
either. Says, call me, mama.
Oh, man.
You were Aunt Ashley. Somebody call me.
Well, Grace thinks that she did nothing wrong and that the police are treating her unfairly because of who her family is. And she says, quote, "It's almost like they're trying to throw the book at me. It's like, let me do everything I can to make your life hell." So she also offered up another weird excuse that her grandma, Naomi Judd, suicided in 2022, may have somehow cursed her.
Man.
Terrible thing to say.
It's
Yeah. Don't feel like that.
Now, if you see she has previous mugshots,
I was going to say which one.
and then she pops up in the new one with a tattoo over her face. And when you go from one mugshot and the next one you got face tattoo, that means you bad off.
Especially if it's the tear.
Well, I think anything on the face means you're pretty bad off. The tear might mean you killed somebody in the joint, but anything else pretty much means you on bad drugs.
Is the tier 1 year or is it, how do you have time served in jail?
As is for murder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know. Thank you for clarifying.
Except for the Iron Eyes Cody.
Oh,
He was
no.
crying for trash.
That was his real tear, not a tattoo.
Yeah.
Talking about tattoos.
I don't know.
Tears.
Tattoos.
I don't know if she has the tattoo tear or if that's a piercing. That seems pretty high for a piercing.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tattoo. Just can't read it.
Yeah, it looks like it said golden at first, but then it looks like it's 2 D's in it. So it's, I don't know, 2 D's and an EN or 2 D's and an ER or something like that.
Oh, is her daddy Cactus? I got to look up now. That's why I know his husband, Cactus.
That's his name?
Yep.
Cactus. Oh, it wouldn't be. What's his last name? I was going to say his name's
Not
Cactus
Jack.
Judd.
His last name's Jack.
Oh, wow.
Moser. That's his last name.
Oh,
Cactus Moser.
Winona Moser.
I like that.
She's got a couple kids. I know she got a boy.
Yeah, because the Grace Kelly one's last name is Kelly, not Judd.
Her son looks like her too. Look at him.
Does he have red hair?
No, but their face, man, the nose and the eyes.
I don't know that was it ever really red hair for them, or was it accentuated? You know.
Well, Winona's is now, but I think it used to be red. Like Winona's now is too red. It's got Becky Lynch red now.
Well, he looks like he beat the hell out of somebody at the blind horse. I ain't gonna mess with him. Look, he's wearing a white shirt with a tattoo. If you wear a white shirt with a tattoo sticking out,
you better have a head full of hair.
He does look like somebody who'd get in a fight at the blind horse, though.
You dare not wear suspenders with that.
Oh.
Yeah.
If you wear Doc Martens, you wear the original laces in them.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Is there a problem with the workforce in this country? Because burnout is such a big problem.
I think the problem is that the workforce is being burnt out by the people they work for.
Well, there may be something done about the problem with people being burned out. 30% of CEOs are thinking about shifting away from the 5-day work week. So there was a new study done, and 100 CEOs found 30% they're seriously thinking about shifting away from the 5-day work week now. And that's how many said they're considering to going to a 4-day, 4.5-day work week. So maybe you work half a day on Friday or you work 4 10s.
So they're not doing the 4-day, 4.5. We're getting away from 5 days. Let you off at lunch on Friday. But that's what small businesses have been doing forever, so they don't have to pay any overtime.
Yeah. Come catch it. Yeah.
Yeah. We close at 12 on Friday. Otherwise, I have to pay all extra.
That's like dentist and doctor's office. They do that. But
yeah. So they don't have to pay overtime.
So.
You get free laughing gas.
Mm-hmm.
You take it. You own some whippets.
It all depends on your job. What will work, half a day is kind of like, if you're leaving at noon, you still have business to do for the rest of the day. So,
but you'll have dummies that come in on the wrong half.
They
they'll take the first half off and just work the second. Dummy. Who the hell works the second half of a half day? He took the wrong one.
Half day?
He took the wrong one. I know. What would it be for us?
I mean, I don't know. I work hard.
Like I got volunteer time. If I wanted to leave right now to volunteer, could I?
No.
Next Friday you can.
I don't think you can use it on Fridays. That's the thing about it.
Well, how popular
arm was twisted.
Is this notion to make the week shorter? Well, there was a study in November. They asked people if they'd be willing to work 10-hour days, 4 days a week, and 77% said that they have that would be a positive impact on their life, including almost half who said extremely positive.
I mean, it depends on the industry.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you get to leave early on Friday and you got to make up for it on Monday, like the extra time you missed, it's that unfinished cycle that keeps going forever and ever. So, if you're places like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Dummy.
No.
Turd.
Nope. I'm not looking at nicknames of you. Production element jobs where you have to produce in a factory, like you get paid, but you also
stuff.
Yeah. Then if you you get to leave early, but we got to get that quota for next week, it's gonna make you dread your weekend's gonna suck because you're like, well, Monday's gonna suck. I'd rather work all day Friday. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard for me to kind of I couldn't do this job for 10 hours a day.
Man,
talking. I know many of you are scoffing at that, but for real, that would be extremely difficult.
I'll tell you, because I've been doing this job for over 2 decades now, I can't do anything for 10 hours. Nothing.
Really?
I can't stay in I can't do anything for 10 hours. No, I can't stay in one location for 10 hours. Yeah. Oh.
I think standing
in the house
for 8 hours and 10 hours is very hard. So maybe a 4-day work week, if you're doing that kind of thing, would be better for people. Then it doesn't hurt their body so much.
Just quit trying to screw them over. Like if you're going to do them 4 10s, do them 4 10s. Quit having them come in on a half day on Friday. Just do them 4 10s and leave it at that. Leave them alone. Quit trying to, the CEO thing is constantly trying to figure out how to screw the workforce over just a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks. And I say that on behalf of people who actually work hard 10, 12-hour days every day, unlike us.
Well, lastly,
Some days.
Yeah.
a healthcare provider in Iowa is in big trouble. This person did the unthinkable to somebody. This worker inserted acupuncture needles in a patient and went home and fell asleep. Can you imagine laying on the table being like that? So he completely forgot about the patient. The patient waited about 2 hours
After
after
the
the
prequel for Hellraiser.
after the session was supposed to end, then pulled the needles out himself and called cops. I couldn't imagine the pain.
He could have been cupping too.
Yeah.
People like cupping.
Yeah, edging, all this.
Mhm.
Not supposed to.
No.
And the worker's name is Chowdong Dave Wang. He won't face any actual charges, but he might lose his medical license. And the State Board of Medicine has fined him $500. And his license is up for renewal next year. The patient wasn't hurt, just a little confused. I couldn't imagine being there calling out for help and nobody comes to help you and you've got needles in your skin.
I know, you wake up like, God, did I OD?
What happened to me?
Anybody?
I've never had that done before.
I've had it. It don't seem like it'd be bad. The needles are barely in you. Like if you try to roll off the table, they probably just fall out.
Yeah. Did it give you any whatever? They give you a happy ending on those?
No,
Yeah.
no, you
That's
don't want that with
the-
the needles anyway.
It's supposed
But,
to relieve pain.
But no, at the time I was just off back surgery, so I was so messed up it didn't really do anything for me. But I'd try it again now for something that isn't that.
Yeah.
I'd try it again, see how it
What
goes.
about the cupping? You did that too?
No, I didn't do cupping. Just the other one Fat Boy talked about though.
I did it with a plunger one time.
Did
Cupping?
you cupping? Get those big red marks on
It was
your back.
huge.
Yeah.
I only had 3 spots.
That's
Yeah,
a
you
good
did.
look. All right.
I don't know what I mean. This way it's supposed to bring all the.
Get toxins out,
Yeah.
suck them to the surface.
Well, I fart a lot too, so I think that might.
But do you do it in a cup or a jar?
Get your blood circulating to your back.
Remember that old back there in the gas shortage of the 80s shirts
Might be
that
something
said
else.
"Save gas, fart in a
Jar
jar."
gas fart in a jar is right.
Yeah, I ruined some mason jars that way.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Call me an artist because I drew mud.
Oh boy. I'm Paige and those are your eyes guys headlines.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's say hey to some people. We got time to do that?
Nope.
Okay. Goodbye. Thank you for watching
Bye.
and listening. And